Here is Emma and Noah Carter's story, a marriage built on love, tested by hidden secrets, heartbreaking choices, and the courage to embrace truth. The secrets between us. The perfect life that never was. California had a way of convincing people that dreams came true. The beaches glittered beneath endless sunshine, palm trees lined the boulevards, and every sunset painted the sky in shades of gold and crimson. To outsiders, it looked like paradise. For Emma Carter and Noah Carter, it was the place where they had built a beautiful life. Or so everyone believed. Their modern home overlooked the hills outside Los Angeles. Noah worked as a successful architect whose company designed luxury homes for celebrities. Emma owned a thriving interior design studio that catered to wealthy clients throughout Southern California. Married for 6 years, they were the couple everyone admired. They laughed at dinner parties. They held hands during charity galas. They smiled in every photograph. No one suspected that behind the polished smiles lived two people carrying secrets so heavy that either one could destroy their marriage forever. Emma stood in the kitchen on a warm Thursday morning, watching Noah prepare coffee. "You have another late meeting?" she asked casually. He nodded without looking at her. "Just one client." She smiled. "I'll probably be home after 8. Neither of them noticed how naturally the lies came. Noah wasn't meeting a client. Emma wasn't spending the afternoon shopping for fabrics. Both had become experts at deception. 20 minutes later, Noah drove toward downtown Los Angeles. Halfway there, he changed directions. Instead of entering the business district, he headed toward an older neighborhood near Pasadena. He parked outside a small white house. A little girl, no older than 8, ran onto the porch. "Daddy." She launched herself into his arms. Noah hugged her tightly. "I missed you, Lily." A woman stepped outside. She wasn't glamorous. She wore jeans and an old sweater. Her expression carried years of exhaustion. "You said you'd be here yesterday." "I'm sorry, Rachel." Rachel folded her arms. She cried herself to sleep waiting. Noah closed his eyes. "I know." Lily tugged his hand. "Come see my drawing." He forced a smile. "Of course." As he followed her inside, guilt settled heavily across his shoulders. The little girl believed he traveled constantly because of work. She didn't know he had another wife. She didn't know Emma existed. Across the city, Emma parked outside a quiet medical clinic. She walked inside wearing sunglasses and a baseball cap. The receptionist smiled knowingly. "Dr. Patel is waiting." Emma entered the office. The doctor studied her latest blood results. "You haven't told your husband yet?" Emma shook her head. "I can't." "Emma. If Noah learns the truth now." Her voice cracked. "Everything will fall apart." The doctor sighed. "The illness is progressing." Emma stared silently through the window. She had hidden her diagnosis for nearly a year. Every medication. Every appointment. Every sleepless night. She had convinced Noah she was simply busy with work. She didn't know whether she feared losing her husband. Or watching him stay out of pity. That evening they met again in their beautiful home. "How was your meeting?" Emma asked. "Productive." "Shopping went well?" "I found amazing fabrics." Both smiled. Both lied. Neither knew the other had spent the day protecting a devastating secret. Later that night Emma woke suddenly. The other side of the bed was empty. She walked downstairs quietly. Noah stood alone on the patio speaking softly into his phone. "I'll send more money tomorrow." A pause. "I know she needs it." Another pause. "I love her too." Emma froze. Her heart stopped. Love her? Who was he talking about? She slipped back upstairs before he noticed. For the first time in years. She wondered if her husband was having an affair. She had no idea the truth was even more complicated. Shadows of the truth. Emma barely slept after overhearing Noah's phone call. The words echoed through her mind. I love her too. By morning, Noah was already dressed for work, moving through the kitchen as though nothing had happened. He kissed Emma on the forehead before leaving. I'll probably be late tonight, he said. Emma forced a smile. So will I. The front door closed, and the silence in the house felt heavier than ever. For 6 years, she had trusted him completely. Now every memory seemed uncertain. Every late meeting, every unexpected business trip, every unexplained phone call suddenly fit together in ways she had never imagined. She hated herself for doubting him, but she couldn't ignore what she'd heard. Noah drove across Los Angeles with a knot in his stomach. Rachel had called before sunrise. Lily had developed a high fever during the night. By the time he reached the small Pasadena house, an ambulance was already parked outside. Lily lay on a stretcher clutching the stuffed rabbit Noah had bought her on her 7th birthday. Daddy. I'm here, he whispered, squeezing her hand. The paramedics loaded her into the ambulance while Rachel climbed inside beside her. Noah followed in his own car, praying the little girl would recover. Emma arrived at her design studio but couldn't concentrate. Her assistant noticed immediately. Everything okay? I'm just tired. She stared at her computer screen without seeing it. After an hour she made a decision she never thought she would make. She would follow Noah. If he was cheating, she deserved to know. That afternoon Noah left the children's hospital. The doctors believed Lily had pneumonia but expected her to recover. Relieved, he stepped into the parking lot. He never noticed Emma's car several vehicles behind him. She watched as Noah embraced Rachel. The hug lasted only a few seconds. Then a little girl ran from the hospital entrance shouting, Daddy! Emma felt the world collapse beneath her. The child threw herself into Noah's arms. He lifted her effortlessly, kissing the top of her head. Rachel smiled through exhausted tears. The three of them looked exactly like a family. Emma couldn't breathe. Her hands trembled so violently she dropped her phone onto the passenger seat. No. Tears blurred her vision. Noah. She drove away before he could see her. Back home, Emma locked herself in the bedroom. She replayed the scene over and over. The phone call. The hugs. The child calling him daddy. There was only one explanation. Her husband had another family. For years. Every sacrifice they had made together suddenly felt meaningless. She wanted to confront him immediately, but another secret stopped her. She opened the bedside drawer and removed a folder from the clinic. Inside were scans, blood tests, and Dr. Patel's handwritten notes. Her illness had progressed despite treatment. There was a chance she would eventually need a risky procedure. She had hidden it because she couldn't bear watching Noah worry. Now she wondered whether he deserved to know at all. That evening Noah returned home carrying Emma's favorite flowers. He noticed the untouched dinner on the table. You didn't eat? I wasn't hungry. He stepped closer. You look pale. I'm fine. No, you're not. She looked into his eyes, searching for any sign of guilt. He looked genuinely concerned. That only made the pain worse. You ever feel like you don't really know someone? She asked quietly. Noah hesitated. What do you mean? She almost told him everything. Instead, she swallowed the words. Nothing. He reached for her hand. She gently pulled away. For the first time since they were married, they slept on Near midnight, Noah received another message from Rachel. Lily keeps asking if you'll come tomorrow. He stared at the phone, unaware that Emma was awake, watching the glow of the screen from across the room. She didn't see the message itself. She only saw him smile sadly before typing a reply. That tiny smile confirmed everything she feared. As silent tears rolled down her face, Emma made a decision. If Noah had built another life behind her back, then she would leave before he. The truth begins to surface. Emma spent the next 3 days pretending everything was normal. She smiled when Noah spoke. She answered his questions. She even laughed at one of his jokes during dinner. But inside, she was already planning her escape. She quietly contacted a realtor about selling her share of the house. She arranged for important documents to be copied and placed in a safety deposit box. Every step made the end of her marriage feel more real. Noah noticed the distance between them but couldn't understand why. "Have I done something wrong?" he asked one evening. Emma looked at him for a long moment. "Would you tell me if you had?" The question caught him off guard. "Of course." She forced a smile. "I hope that's true." The following afternoon, Noah returned to the children's hospital. Lily was sitting up in bed, coloring a picture of the three of them. When he entered, her face lit up. "Daddy." She hugged him tightly. "I made this for you." The drawing showed Noah holding hands with Lily and Rachel beneath a bright California sun. His heart ached. Rachel noticed his expression. "You can't keep living like this." "I know. Emma deserves the truth." Noah lowered his head. "So does Lily." Rachel sighed. "We agreed years ago that you'd tell your wife. I kept waiting for the right time." "There is no right time." That same afternoon, Emma returned to Dr. Patel's office. The latest test results were waiting. Dr. Patel sat quietly before speaking. "The disease has progressed faster than we expected." Emma stared at the report without saying a word. "We need to begin preparing for surgery." "What are my chances?" The doctor hesitated. "The procedure is risky, but without it." He didn't need to finish the sentence. Emma nodded slowly. "I still haven't told my husband." "You shouldn't go through this alone." Tears filled her eyes. "I'm not alone." She paused. "I've just been living with someone who belongs to someone else." The doctor frowned, confused, but didn't press further. That evening, Emma received an anonymous envelope in the mail. There was no return address. Inside were several photographs. One showed Noah holding Lily's hand outside the hospital. Another showed him hugging Rachel. The final picture showed the three of them laughing together in a park. A short typed note accompanied the photos. "How long do you plan to let him lie to you?" Emma's hands trembled. Someone else knew. Someone had been watching Noah. But who? Across town, Noah's phone rang. The caller ID was unfamiliar. When he answered, a man's voice spoke calmly. "I know about Rachel." Noah froze. "Who is this?" "I also know about Lily." "What do you want?" A soft laugh came through the line. "Nothing." The voice paused. Yet. The call ended. For several seconds, Noah simply stared at the phone. Someone knew his secret. Someone was watching his family. Later that night, Emma packed a small suitcase. She folded clothes carefully, stopping every few minutes as tears blurred her vision. Noah walked into the bedroom. "What are you doing?" She zipped the suitcase closed. "I'm leaving." His face turned pale. "What?" "I know." His heart pounded. "You know." "I know about her." Silence filled the room. He closed his eyes. It was over. "I can explain." Emma laughed bitterly. "Can you explain the little girl who calls you daddy?" Noah's expression changed instantly. "You saw Lily?" "I saw your family. They're not what you think." "Really? You have another woman. You have a daughter. You've lied to me for years." Every word struck like a hammer. "Noah, was any of our marriage real? He reached toward her. Emma, please listen. She stepped back. No. Her voice broke. I listened to your lies for 6 years. She picked up her suitcase. As she reached the front door, Noah shouted. If you leave now, you'll never know the truth. Emma stopped for only a moment. Without turning around, she whispered. I already know enough. The door slammed behind her. For the first time since they married, Noah was completely alone. The secrets between them. Conclusion. Rain fell over Los Angeles as Emma checked into a small hotel overlooking the Pacific Ocean. She sat on the edge of the bed, staring at the wedding ring she had removed from her finger. For 6 years, that ring had represented trust. Now it felt like a painful reminder of everything she believed had been a lie. Her phone vibrated. Noah. She ignored the call. Then another. And another. Finally, a text message appeared. Please let me explain. If you still want to leave afterward, I won't stop you. Emma deleted the message without replying. Across town, Noah sat alone in the empty house. Every room reminded him of Emma. Her favorite books still lined the shelves. Her coffee mug sat beside the sink. The silence was unbearable. His phone rang. Rachel. You told her? No. She found out on her own. Rachel sighed. It had to happen eventually. I've lost her. Not yet. I think I have. Rachel was quiet for a moment. Then tell her everything. Every painful detail. The next morning, Emma received another call. This time it wasn't Noah. It was Dr. Patel. Emma, your surgery has been scheduled. She closed her eyes. So soon. I'm afraid we shouldn't wait any longer. When? Next Friday. After ending the call, Emma realized something heartbreaking. She had been so consumed by Noah's secret that she had almost forgotten her own. If the surgery failed, she might never have the chance to tell him the truth. That afternoon, Noah asked Emma to meet him one last time. Reluctantly, she agreed. They met at a quiet park where they had shared their first date years earlier. Neither spoke for several moments. Finally, Noah broke the silence. Lily is my daughter. Emma looked away, tears filling her eyes. I knew that. But Rachel isn't my wife. Emma frowned. What? He took a deep breath. Before I met you, Rachel and I dated briefly. We separated before Lily was born. You never told me. I didn't know Rachel was pregnant. Emma stared at him. What do you mean? She disappeared after we broke up. 8 years later she found me. His voice trembled. She told me Lily was my daughter after doctors discovered Lily needed expensive treatment. Emma's anger slowly gave way to confusion. So, you weren't living 2 lives? No. I was trying to make up for 8 years I never knew I had missed. Why hide it from me? I was ashamed. He lowered his head. I thought you'd believe I had betrayed you. You did betray me. He nodded. By keeping the truth from you. There was no argument. Only regret. Emma looked at him for a long time before reaching into her purse. She handed him a thick medical folder. What is this? My secret. He opened it. His face drained of color as he read the diagnosis. You've been sick. For almost a year. You never told me. I was afraid. She wiped away tears. I didn't want you to stay because you felt sorry for me. Noah's hands shook. You were facing this alone? She nodded. I thought protecting you was an act of love. He whispered. I thought I was protecting you too. For the first time, they understood each other. Neither had hidden the truth out of hatred. Both had hidden it out of fear. A week later, Emma underwent surgery. The hours felt endless. Noah sat in the waiting room beside Rachel and Lily. Rachel looked at him. "She must really love you." He nodded. "And I almost lost her because I stopped trusting love with the truth." Hours later, the surgeon finally emerged. The operation was successful. Noah burst into tears. For the first time in months, they were tears of relief. Emma's recovery was slow but steady. During those weeks, Noah never left her side. He attended every therapy session. Prepared every meal. Read to her when she was too weak to hold a book. There were difficult conversations. Painful memories. Moments when forgiveness seemed impossible. But each conversation. Months later, Emma met Lily properly. The little girl smiled shyly. "So, you're Emma?" Emma smiled warmly. "I've heard so much about you." Lily hugged her without hesitation. Emma laughed through tears as she returned the embrace. In that moment, she realized that Lily had never been the enemy. Secrets had been. 1 year later, Noah and Emma renewed their wedding vows on a quiet California beach. There were no hundreds of guests. Only a few close friends, Rachel and Lily. This time, there were no hidden truths. No unanswered questions. No lies disguised as love. When the ceremony ended, Noah took Emma's hands. "I promise you one thing." She smiled. "What?" "No more secrets." Emma nodded. "No more fear." As the sun disappeared beneath the Pacific Ocean, they walked hand in hand along the shoreline, leaving only footprints behind them. Proof that even after betrayal, trust can be rebuilt when truth is finally allowed to speak. Secrets kept to protect the people we love often become the very things that hurt them most. Trust is not built by perfection, but by the courage to tell the truth, even when it is difficult. Thank you so much for watching The Secrets Between Us. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more emotional stories. Leave a comment below and tell us what you would have done if you were Emma or Noah. Until next time, thank you for your support and take care. See you here next time at Midnight Mirage Stories.